Hey guys, Final Flame here, back once again for some more Faultline. I gotta say before we start, I like this hat. As long as I'm wearing the osmium, or not osmium, wow, obsidian helmet, I like this hat. The moment I take it off, I don't really like it. Those goggles, man, that looks nice. So anyway, back here in the lab for now to start. And as I mentioned in the last episode, I did want to talk about how the Ditch Label charity event went. So I am planning on doing that during the stream. I'm doing some other things in the background. First, I want to send up the endothermic pump in the nether. Get my own lava source coming in. I know I worded that poorly, but you know what I mean. Even though I don't have a use for it now, I want to be able to have it there in case I do need it. So now I'm going to need an endothermic pump. One of these, I'm going to change the color combination on that. I'm also going to use this. So while I do this, let's talk. And forgive me if I have to pause every few moments to focus. I am, not the best at multitasking, you guys know. So let's start at the beginning. So we start first event, UHC. I was excited about. My team ended up being people I did not know, which made it better. I had Pastel Zombie, I had Avals, and what is his full name? We called him Death. MC Deathlimbs. There we go. We had a problem though. Do I need that? So all three of them seem to be having issues constantly. Oops, I need bucket of lava plus that. And when I say issues, I mean things like connection issues, horrible lag, things that we could not seem to get rid of. And it got to a point, come on, catch up, where, so many people were having to relog, you would think it was server related, but somehow a lot of people, including me, had no issues, so you couldn't blame the server. But unfortunately, it really changed the entire outcome of our fate. So, at the start, we got a horrible spawn. We spawned in an ocean, swam to the nearest place, which was a desert. It took us about 4 minutes to be able to even find a tree and get a source of food. So, we get started. So we're behind right away. We have nearly no food. I mean, we get a little bit of food. We start digging. I actually have to remember the events. I don't really remember all of it at this point. It's been a few days. But again, connection issues. That was our big problem. We didn't get any diamonds. I think we got a bit of gold, if I remember right. But overall, I mean, we were not having good luck. So anyway, after like a couple days, I remember we left the island. We went elsewhere. Started heading. I thought we were heading towards 0-0. I think we headed the opposite direction, my mistake. And we end up in a jungle. Now, I had told the team, I ended up somehow being the leader. I had told the team, hey, if we find melons, we're going to have to go to another get health potions. They weren't really a fan of it. A couple of people kind of refusing to go in. But still, I said, let's do it. And we found the jungle, amazingly enough. So at that point, it was, well, we definitely need to make potions. Let's do it. So, afterwards, we find a new place to go. And I say, well, we need to just find a pool of lava. Where do I want to put this? I kind of want to go far out here. So we need to find a pool of lava as quick as we can and use that and get another portal using that in the bucket. So we get that done. And ultimately I kind of volunteer Death to go in first. He went in, gave us the all clear. Actually, he went in, got attacked by a ghast right away. I think he may have taken a hit and then he went offline. Now, I'm still not exactly sure what happened, to be quite honest. He says he disconnected. I thought he logged out, so I was having to yell at him, you have to get back in. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, I gotta wait to place this because I just realized I forgot to do something. Let me head on back. I gotta dye the tanks. So anyway, he logs back in. I go in after him, actually, before he logs back in. And set it up, get it safe. And we actually spawned right near another fortress. Like, I could see it. So, we go up there, he and I. The two ladies stay out. I honestly am not sure what they did. I know they decorated the base of it. I don't know if they did much caving because they were having such horrible lag issues, which affected us later. So, my goal at this point is Blaze Rod and Nether Wart. We must have spent like 15 minutes trying to deal with a blaze and get a blaze rod. It took us about, at least 15 minutes to get a blaze rod after killing a bunch of blazes. I got hit one time, so my mouse lagged. So we get the blaze rod, finally. Right before we got the blaze rod, though, there comes an announcement that all teams have to start heading to 0-0. At this point, I'm kind of freaking out, because, man, I'm this close to potions. We have the melons, we gotta do this. So ultimately, in the middle of doing this, Death's fire alarm goes off. So he has to log off. You can't just sit there through that. So I'm now here alone. Death's logged off. The ladies are back at the camp. I managed to get a blaze rod. I run around just trying to rush to find Nether Wart and had no luck at all. Let me use bone meal 2. What else do I want? Green. Why did I do that? I need lapis. Yeah, let's do green, red, light blue. There we go. Bone meal. Lapis shard, never seen that before. Alright, so yeah, I could not find Nether Wart, and I'm freaking out thinking we have to hit 0-0 or we're gonna be killed or something. So I abandoned ship. I was so sad because we were so close to potions, but we had to. So I get out. We had to leave Death behind because of the whole fire alarm thing. We start heading towards 0-0. Death logs back in. Well, obviously, at this point, we can't go back to help him. Sorry, bud. You're on your own. He gets hit by a wither skeleton. He dies. It's a shame, but yeah, it is what it is. So we're struggling for food. We start boating our way towards the mainland. What the heck happened here? Really, people? So, we keep going. Ultimately get to the mainland. Get a bit of food, if I remember right. Yeah, well, we hit a desert. And at that point, we found a desert temple at the edge of the savannah. Now, I might say during this entire time, I believe it was Pastel had such bad issues, we almost had to leave her behind because she could not follow us. It was horrible, and I mean, you can't blame her, you can't get angry, it is what it is. But anyway, I go in the desert temple, find diamonds, find some gold. Oh, awesome. Actually, is that where we found gold? I can't remember if we had gold or not. I think we did. I think we had an apple or two by the end of it. It's hard to keep track. But we did get diamonds, got at least one diamond sword. Again, it's been so long, it's hard to remember. Alright, Pump, I want you here. I want you, no, first, I want you, Ender Tank, right there. Don't fall. No, this has to go on top. Shoot. I knew something wasn't right. So anyway, we get diamonds, we get food, head to 0-0. We hang around a bit. I mean, we know we're sitting ducks. We don't really stand a chance at winning. You know, we had kind of accepted that. Let me just dye this real quick. And let me actually dye the other one just so I don't forget later. Why did I do that? And ultimately, you know, a team comes along and kills us all. I mean, it was not the best, but hey, whatever. At that point, we were at 0-0 just to have fun. We knew we weren't going to win. So that took about 2.5 hours of streaming. That was done on my channel. At that point, we're running behind, so at this point, I almost wanted to die. Just because... What do I have to do here? Set that to... How does this work? Wait, why do you not have no RF? Why do you have no RF? Why you do this to me? Let me go look at his thing. I might actually need a conduit. I can go grab one real quick. So anyway, I'm freaking out. Just thinking we're so far behind in getting ready, but UHC took a while, so it was all good. So I log off, Bacon and I go get set up, get on the server, get some kinks worked out. Unfortunately, I don't think he was actually able to stream most of his perspective, which I knew he was looking forward to. Just due to some issues. Redstone energy cell. Wait, why is this? Oh, no. Oh, that's why. Nice. So anyway, we finally get it up and running. We start. It's been about 5 minutes, and then, you know, I hadn't really thought much about it, but then we noticed there's no mobs. Something's up, and we had found the spawner. Why was there no mobs? So, come to find out, it was on peaceful. Oops. So we get that fixed. And then all hell broke loose. Okay, why are you not working still? Yep, you need none of that. Hello? Hello? Why are you doing this to me? Where did I go wrong? Alright, let me go look at the other setup again, I guess. I don't know. This is frustrating. I don't know what I've done wrong. So anyway, we get... all hell is broken loose. At this point, mobs start spawning in the spawn area. Oh, no biggie. It's only a couple. Yeah, it got bad. It got bad quick. Just for the sake of time, I don't want to get into too deep of an explanation, but it got to a point where things were blowing up left and right. We could not live for more than 5 seconds. And I wanted to beg Stack to turn it back on peaceful. I was worried that this is not at all entertaining. No one's going to enjoy this. That's on low. Wait a second. No, there's nothing there. I don't know. This is bugging me. I might just have to come back to this part later. So anyway, just again, for the sake of keeping time short, we were able to get some people to join us through donating. We had Stickman Ninja, followed by Smith, and then a bit later we had Agalog all join and help us out. And it turned into me being very worried this was going to be not at all entertaining to... We got 2/5 of the monument done in 3 hours. Take note. In 3 hours. Because we were initially scheduled for a 2-hour slot. But platform power got canceled, which was 2 hours, if I remember right. And so we took over those 2 hours, but we lost an hour at the beginning because of UHC. Well, no big deal. Except afterwards, I was supposed to have a break. A small break before doing donation reading. Yeah, that didn't really happen. So I'm scheduled for donation reading, 2 hours of it. And I got it. Well, I gotta admit, I really didn't enjoy the first 2 hours of it. I think it was because I was getting used to it. And just... Come on, you stupid thing. Just wasn't really prepared for it. Man, the fire's not going to kill me. But still, I don't get why this isn't working. That really bothers me. Oh, I'm hungry. I think I'll have to look into this off camera, see what's wrong. Maybe y'all can enlighten me. Tell me what the problem is, why this is not giving out power. Oh! I'm trying. So anyway, I do my donation readings. At this point, I've gone 8 hours straight. I'm tired. I want a break. And I did. I finally went and slept. I was initially going to sleep 3 hours. I overslept, slept 5. I don't know how that happened. Let's try that. No. What the heck is going on? Why is this not working? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying. One of these things has got to work. So anyway, we started at 2 Eastern time, if I remember right. I know I went till like 10. So I go, I get some sleep a bit later, I come back. My next scheduled slot is at 6. It was initially at 5, it got moved back to 6, so through an agreement with Oglog and myself. Whoa! I have a pump now! Alright! Awesome, I just knew I had to keep going. So, 6 o'clock, I was scheduled to start Replica, which was only going to be an hour. Followed by Platform Power. Well, Hall Donators, which was before me on the Affinity server, ran a bit late. I was fine. It was done that way, I think, just to try and reach a donation goal. So we get started a bit late, and when we get started, I'm thinking, we're only going to have about 5 people. You know, there's going to be a couple quick matches, so we can get 2 in for an hour. We ended up with 9 people for the first one, 10 for the second. So it ended up being a lot of fun. There were a couple good players. I didn't win either of them. I think Oglog won both of them. Static did really well in the second one, which was the only one he did. Max Ampere did great in the first one, which was the only one he did. And we ended up going 2 hours. Because, once again, Platform Power got canceled, and I managed to inherit that time slot. No idea how. So, at this point, I've done 5 hours of streaming on the main stream alone. I was only ever scheduled for 3. I also went half hour over on my stream on UHC. So, I've done a lot of streaming at this point. Well, it's break time. And, you know, I had an hour break scheduled after my thing. But wait, I inherited that hour for more Replica. Now I'm up for an hour of donation reading during Terraria with Epic Swampert play. Alright, guess it's time to get right back into it. So, get back into it we do. I think that's what I want now. I'll leave it like that. Nice. I have lava. And light. And I also want to make a Tesseract or 2 just to have them right now. So, we start Terraria, and I have got to say, Swampert and I hit it off from the beginning. Like, no doubt about it, we rocked it. You know, we made a good team. We worked very well together. So I do my hour donation reading. How do I make fused quartz? Craft. Okay. I'll just do 10. That sounds good. Oh, easy enough. So, send a message to Static going, you know, someone else is supposed to be here. Yeah, I can keep going if needed, but what's going on? Find out they couldn't make it for something. I think they had some personal issues. Alright, no biggie. I guess I'm doing another hour donation reading. Which we did, and again, you know, it ended up... Yeah, it worked out very well. So we get through. At this point, it is 10 o'clock. Actually, no, 9:30. We start having some major technical issues. And I'm not going to get into the details. But it got to the point, we ended up leaving Terraria, going to play some minigames on Hypixel for an hour. So we ran a half hour over. And I ended up taking part in those minigames. So there's 2.5 hours of donation reading. So then we just go head over to the race to the end, the last event, and start getting that done. And why is this not done yet? That's not good. Oh boy, let me go check the hourly smelter. So we start. It takes us about at least a half hour to get set up. We were trying to set up streamers and all that. and teams, because we had people not show up. My team was originally I Am Overrated, Pokestone, myself, and Swampert. It ended up being myself, Swampert, Spoxes, Aiden, and Smith. There we go. There was another one. And somehow, instead of streaming on my channel, I ended up streaming to the main channel. Where is the alloy? Alloy smelter. Okay, nothing's there. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? So that goes for like 2.5 hours. Now let's give the story of how that went. I may just have to do it on my own, that's fine. So we are Team Bossy Swampert. You know, he kind of wanted to be the leader, and we let him because he won the first QHC. So we start. Where did we spawn? I don't think we had the best spawn, but it could have been worse. Oh. Oh, so how did it go? Yeah, we actually now I'm starting to remember. We did have a pretty decent spawn. Dug down, hit some ravines, got some diamonds. We also ran a donation system where if you donated a certain amount, you would be gifted items by the donors. Which really was an incentive. I don't know if it was planned or it was because we were so behind. We still had 200 pounds to go at this point. We were well behind. Truthfully, I did not think we would make our goal at this point. But we kept going. We kept trucking. So we get started. And this is the race to the end. You need blaze powder for the ender pearls to get through the portal. So we very quickly, literally, we had another portal built as the episode 1 marker came in. Swamper goes in shortly after, goes to find another fortress. It takes him forever. It's still crafting. I gotta wait a moment. So it takes him forever. Finally, he finds one, but ends up taking a lot of damage. I don't even remember the exact details on how. But he ends up at like a heart or something like that. During this, Aiden's having issues. He ends up at about half health because of zombies, because of lag, or something like that. It was just so much lag people were having. Again, I don't know what caused it because I was fine. So you can't really blame the server when there were a lot of people like myself who had no issues. But anyway, it got to the point, we got blaze rods gifted to us. Swamper got netherwort. But he got so bad, down to a heart, Smith and I went in the rescue. Now, before we did this, I made sure I gave Spoxes all the good stuff I had. All the diamonds, all the blaze rods, anything that would be of value in case I died. In hindsight, that was the dumbest move I could have made. You'll see why shortly. So Smith and I go in. It takes us forever to try and get to him because we got to find him. Another fortress is in a horrible spot. We're trying not to take damage. It's just a general pain in the ass. I'm gotta say. So we get there, we finally find him, we get to him. You know, we're talking to each other. All of a sudden, hey, there's some PvP fighting in chat. There's like red team fighting gold team, something like that. And then all of a sudden, down goes 2 of our members we left in the ravine. We heard nothing from them during this. At this point, we're freaking out. We're thinking we're gonna be hunted. They're in the nether. Or can easily get here. Alright, I'm just doing this on my own, dang it. How do I make it? 4, 4, and 4 make 3. 4 just... Oh yeah, it's easy. Okay. I can do this. So this is in the alloy smelter. Yep. There we go. So, there goes all of our good stuff, other than what Swampert had on him. He had a lot of good stuff. That's why we had to go rescue him. He had diamonds, he had gold, he had everything. Other than what we found after the fact. So we start heading back, and long story short, we go through another portal finally. It takes us forever to find it. We end up on the overworld. At this point, we have no food left. Outside of a golden carrot, which I'd rather never existed. I'm not even going to get into that dang discussion. That was a headache. Don't ask. Seriously, please don't ask. I also need... I don't know if this is going to work. I need some Ethereum. Will you auto-craft some? No crafting CPUs are available. Okay, I'm not even going to waste my time on that right now. Where was I? So anyway, we're on the overworld. We get some food. And during this, Smith looked down the ravine. He saw a team there. We thought it was Team Gold. It turned out it was not. But anyway, we make potions. We don't have health potions. We have no melons. But we were able to make strength potions and swiftness. So we finally get set up. We go down. At this point, we don't see them there, but we go down anyway. Just to see what's there. Actually, I think I kind of go down alone. I get to the bottom, and at this point, I just want to find our portal and see if they got destroyed or whatever. But I noticed a cobblestone wall we had put up, and I couldn't find the portal. I couldn't even find the path. I don't know why. But I noticed a cobblestone wall that we put up and trees on the other side, so I went to go check it out. So I start digging out the first block. And all of a sudden, there's 4 names in front of me, and they're not a pretty color. So at this point, I know, okay, it's time to make my last stand. It was Purple Team, Jordan, and some others. So I'm reminded, hey, you got potions, use them. So I have a diamond sword, took a strength potion, and prepared to make my final stand. Unfortunately, I got killed by Jordan. Even worse, as he informed me afterwards, the reason that he was able to kill me, and probably the only reason, when swapping to my sword, I never actually made it to my sword. I was killing him with a stone pickaxe. That did not work out in my favor. I felt horrible. I felt sickened when I found out after the fact on that. So anyway, the rest of the team gets down there. They fight. They duke it out. One player from the other team lived. That was the mess. Had I killed Jordan, I think it would have turned out the opposite way and we would have won. Probably would have only had one person left, but still. I don't even know why I'm out here. I'm kind of just looking around, I think. So anyway, that's the end of us. The end of Race to the End. That took me like 3 hours of streaming. More on the main channel. Ultimately, Seaman, Yampy, some others won. I really can't remember the teams. Congratulations to them. Congratulations, really, everyone. And through all this, we ended up passing our goal. We raised 10,010 pounds, which is the equivalent of over $1,500 US. That was amazing. Like, I was skeptical we'd ever reach the goal, but we did it. So I was very happy. Met a lot of awesome people, some of which I may or may not be working with in the future. We'll see. But I was happy. So anyway, we end the event, blah, blah, blah. By the end of this, I have now done approximately 8 hours of streaming to the main channel alone when I was scheduled for 3. Not only that, I did 2.5 to my channel. I did about 4 hours plus of donation readings. That is about 14 or so hours of doing stuff for this. I was exhausted. Like, I never wanted to stream again by the end of it. Funny enough, I ended up streaming the next day. Go figure. But, I mean, it was worth it. We had a blast. I'm so happy we were able to reach our goal and raise that much for Digital Label. I'm so happy all the people came out that did and helped us out. Real thank you to all of them. And all in all, it was a blast. And I look forward to hopefully doing something similar again in the future. And that's kind of the shortened, believe it or not, that's a shortened version of how it went for me. Because, I don't want to bore you guys too much with that, and I'd like to do some other stuff today, other than just record 1 2-hour video, or whatever it would turn into, longer than the marathon itself. So, I do hope you guys enjoyed the story. That is going to be it for me for this episode. I did at least get that tank working. Don't have the Tesseracts made. I'll have to do that in another episode, unfortunately. But anyways, as always, if you guys did enjoy the episode, please like, comment, subscribe if you have not already shared the video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next episode of Faultline.